Hi guys, I'm Sumbul and welcome to my channel. So this is the first impressions video about the Prismagic Highlighting Trio Palette by KEVYN AUCOIN. So I'll be talking about the packaging, showing you swatches and then showing you me trying it on my face also. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. So this is the packaging, very shiny gold cardboard box. And it says Prismagic Highlighting Trio for face, eyes and lips. And the KEVYN AUCOIN logo is also imprinted. And then as you open it, the same design is on the palette itself. So this is how it looks from inside. It has 3 highlighting shades and a mirror, and the price is £36. So it's quite an expensive palette considering that you don't get a lot of product in it. Now let's swatch them for you guys. So as you can see, the swatches look lovely, very vibrant, very pigmented, and on the hands at least the texture is very smooth. But I am wearing the middle one, the Illusion highlighter, on my face also. So on the face they're not going to be as smooth when used dry. So I will be showing you that in a little while, so don't get too excited, but let's just talk about the swatches on the hands first. So as you can see, they are very pigmented. The Enchanted shade is a very greenish highlighter. The middle one, Illusion, is a very rose gold one, and then the far left one, which is called Aura, is a bluish silver kind of a highlighter. So on the hands they look lovely. They are very pigmented, very rich, very shiny and very reflective highlighters, as you can see. So even on the hands you can tell that they're not the very smoothest and the creamiest in texture, especially the purplish one and the middle rose gold one. The green one appears to be quite smooth, but the other two are not very creamy or very smooth in texture. They have a bit of chunky, powdery particles in them. So now let's show you the application on the face. So as you can see, I'm not wearing any highlighter on my cheeks right now. So I'm going to try this Illusion on my cheeks, the middle one. So as I told you, this highlighter, it says, is meant for the cheeks, lips or eyes. And so far from the texture, it's very chunky. So on the cheeks, it's not very flattering with a dry brush. So I'm now going to try with a wet brush by spraying my MAC Fix Plus on it. So I'm going to spray my MAC Fix Plus on this highlighting brush and then see if it's going to make any difference or not. So with the wet brush, it is making a difference because the texture is not so loose and chunky anymore, because with the liquid it's sticking to my skin exactly where I want it, and then if I top it up with my fingertips, it's getting even more intenser. So with the sticky liquid like the MAC Fix Plus, it is going to make a huge difference because now it's looking more like a highlighter and less like a disaster glitter bomb. So I won't recommend using a dry brush with it. You have to have some kind of a binding liquid to really press the highlighter where you want with this palette. And with my fingertips, when I'm pressing more highlighter in, it's sticking to the MAC Fix Plus and getting more flattering and intenser. If you can see in the camera, it's now really beautiful now, very golden and very sparkly. And if you're concerned about blending, I think just use a damp sponge and blend out the edges. Actually, I am liking it very much on my skin right now. The color is beautiful. It has very rose gold particles, so it's not very yellow gold. Instead, it's on the very pinkish golden side, and I think it's looking beautiful on my skin. And I think this way, if you use a sticky liquid like the MAC Fix Plus, you can get a very flattering result on your eyes also. While on the lips, you won't be needing a sticky liquid, because if you're wearing a lip gloss like me right now, you can just add on the powder and it will stick to it. So let's try it right now. So I'm going to use this green one, Enchanted, on my lips. Okay, so this is an intense effect. It's very bright and it's very reflective. So if you want really reflective and bright lips, if you're going out at night, I think this will be the ideal kit for that. So I'm just going to even out my highlighter by applying it on this cheek also. So let's spray the MAC Fix Plus again. In fact, I think with fingertips it's going to give a much better and intenser result. With the brush, it's just, I think, applying the Fix Plus, and then when my cheek is ready, I'm using my fingertips to really apply the highlighter to intensify it. the result is not very intense with the brush. So if you want a very subtle effect, then I guess you can use the brush, but if you really want a popping highlighter, you have to use your fingertips. So for final thoughts, this palette is an okay sort of a palette. It hasn't impressed me too much because, as I said, the texture of these powders is such that you can't use them dry because they are very coarse and they will just look like a glitter bomb that exploded on your face. So it is meant to be used with a sticky or a binding liquid to make it smooth and to make the application precise. So for that reason, this palette hasn't impressed me too much because I like to have my highlighters, the texture very smooth so that they can be applied completely dry also. Because in my opinion, I won't be buying a product like this which is not very practical right out of the palette. That is, you have to make it work with a binding liquid, because I already have quite a few of highlighting products that have been disasters, and if I want to make them work, I normally use them with Fix Plus or use it on top of my lip gloss. So I don't need another palette that does exactly the same thing for me. If you don't have any other highlighters or a product like this, then you can buy it. It's not a complete waste of money because with the Fix Plus it does give a very intense and a very flattering highlight. Or if you want to use it on your lip gloss, like I showed you, to add more sparkle, you can do this with this palette. And although I did not test it on my eyes, so I really can't comment how it will look on my eyes, but I think with Fix Plus and a little bit of just pressing it with your fingertips, it should be really flattering on the eyes also. But as I said, I can't be sure at this stage because I need to test it first myself also. So if you want a multifunctional product that you can use on the eyes, cheeks and lips, you can go for that, but I would say it's nothing special. You can easily achieve the same looks with the highlighters you already have. Just wet a brush with Fix Plus and apply it, and then intensify the effect with your fingertips. You don't need this for that effect. You can easily give this a miss. It's nothing special and you won't be missing out on anything important. So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and share this video, and subscribe to my channel for new beauty videos every Wednesday. Until next time, stay beautiful.